still angry and still moving forward. I want to welcome all of you, comrades, friends, to 2025. Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a tough year, but we are here, alhamdulillah. We don't take it for granted. Last year was tough. Madam Deputy President, Comrade Deputy President, I welcome you to 2025. Last year was sad. We lost our Deputy President to death. Mama John Mugisha, may her soul continue resting in peace. And we also, in a way, lost another Deputy President to corruption. But we refuse to give up. We know that one day our brother will see what is right and do what is right. We refuse to give up on him, and I encourage you, comrades, not to give up on people even when they falter. Friends, as I welcome you into this year, I want to remind you, Ibeba motoka, kunumwaka motoka ya maje. This year is a critical year. Many people have called it an election year. Allow me to redefine this year. I think this year should be referred to as a revolutionary year. This year, ladies and gentlemen, is different. This year is a turning point, or can be a turning point if we choose to make it a turning point. This year, friends, we are presented with yet another opportunity to end the 40-year-old slavery that we are grappling with. Throughout the history of Uganda, the people of Uganda have always been presented with an opportunity to define their destiny, an opportunity to build a country that makes sense to them and their posterity. It has happened in different turns of our history. We all remember that in 1962, we were presented with an opportunity to build a new country, like all other countries. Unfortunately, many of those countries took an opportunity that we did not. In 1962, our mothers, when they were young, our grandfathers and grandmothers celebrated, they jubilated because finally the rule of foreigners, of aliens, of whites was coming to an end, and their own children were taking charge of their destiny. Uganda was being handed over to Ugandans by the British. There were celebrations, there was dancing, there was party everywhere, because they believed that a new dawn had descended on Uganda. Unfortunately, just only after 4 years, chaos ensued in 1966. We disintegrated again, we backslid again, and crime came back. Death came back. It went on until 1971, when once again, when Amin took over, there were celebrations everywhere. My old man used to tell me that that was one of the happiest days after Amin took over. There was happiness, there was new hope. Everybody thought that yes, it was a chance to start again. Just like we missed the opportunity in 1962, very few years after Amin took over, the crime and wailing returned. The suffering, the torture, the killing returned. Another missed opportunity. It went on for 8 years until 1971, when Ugandans came together in Tanzania, Moshi, and had the Moshi Conference. They united and formed the Uganda National Liberation Front. And together, they defeated Idi Amin in 1979. So in 1979, when Amin fell, there was celebration everywhere. There was belief that yes, now, this is a turning point. It was an opportunity to start again, to build Uganda again, to smile again, to dream again. It did not take even 2 years. We descended into mess again. Disagreements, violence, chaos, another missed opportunity. In 1981, Obote took over and we dared to hope again. We said maybe now this time things are going to be different. I mean, Dr. Obote is a doctor and he's experienced. He's been there before. He led the nation to independence. So now that we have him again, maybe it's going to be better. So Ugandans dreamed again. Unfortunately, following the chaos of the 1980 elections, General Museveni and his friends went to the bush. They started killing. They started maiming people. They started plundering. Pain and tears came again. But because Museveni had promised our people that he was fighting for fundamental change, he was fighting to return the rule of law, to stop election rigging, and yes, he justified that fight, claiming that the 1980 election was rigged. Our fathers and mothers and elders followed him. They trusted him. They believed him. They sacrificed everything they had. More than 500,000 people were killed. But our people were willing to sacrifice even more for a new Uganda that they had been dreaming of since 1962. And yes, in 1986, when Museveni took over, there were celebrations. Some of us were young, but we saw the celebration. We saw a new dream. Those that had run into the diaspora, into exile, came back again, hoping that this time, this was the deal. In any case, this is a struggle that all Ugandans had partaken into. There was new hope, especially when Museveni stood on the footsteps of Parliament and said that the problem with Uganda in particular and Africa in general are the leaders that overstay in power. Our parents believed that indeed here was a solution. It has been 40 years. 40 years of pain, 40 years of tribalism, 40 years of corruption, 40 years of killing, 40 years of genocide, especially in northern Uganda. Another missed opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, I've taken time to go through this history to show you that there has always been an opportunity. Unfortunately, we've always missed that opportunity. But like we've been taught by our parents and by the scriptures that hope is the most important thing that humanity must hold on to. Here we are again, ladies and gentlemen, to emphasize on that hope. I talk about these missed opportunities so that we can realize and realign ourselves. So that we can know that there has always been an opportunity. 40 years has gone. But in those 40 years, we've also had various opportunities. For example, we had an opportunity in 1996. We had an opportunity in 2001. We had an opportunity in 2006, an opportunity in 2011, an opportunity in 2016, and an opportunity in 2021. Different times, different candidates, different players. But somehow, we've always missed the target. And here we are again, ladies and gentlemen. We are in 2025. Another opportunity presents itself to us. Although the election is happening in 2026, but the opportunity is now. It is now because everything is done in this year. According to the powers that be, there is set an election early January between 9th and 12th. We have 368 days from today. We have 12 months and 5 days from today. How are we looking at that opportunity? It is another shot, another try, another effort, another attempt on freedom. Are you looking at it as another opportunity to freedom? That's the question that I would request all of us to look at and to ponder about. I remember telling you before the 2021 election, I told you that if we fail in 2021, another 5 years of Museveni, he won't be able to handle. I remember telling you that every day that Museveni spends ruling over us, we go back 5 days. For every year that Museveni spends ruling over us, we go back 5